Brainz Reborn presents
Secrets of I, the controller of everything. We all are leading a life of super high expectations in this modern world where everything revolves around us. Have you ever wondered what is the most selfish one letter word you have come across in your life? It's I, the mastermind behind everything. The I is at the center of everything you have seen, felt, and thought. Individual expectations are represented by the letter I. All selfish and bad desires in the universe are caused and created by the word I. Our utterances always have a selfish motive, which is brought out by the term I. It forces us to put our needs ahead of others at any cost. This I has the power to take away our ability to understand and distinguish between good and evil because we are surrounded primarily by the word I. We want our selfish desires to be fulfilled and realized at all costs, and it doesn't matter to us if others are hurt or cheated. The more I we live, the more frustrated our I will get. Because others do not exist to fulfill your expectations, you will experience dissatisfaction, rage, concern, and frustration, leading to a worthless and unsettled life. Do you think life would be a better place if everything revolved around I? The answer is usually no. Because having expectations is acceptable. Having selfish expectations might lead us down the wrong path. Our expectations should be fair and reasonable. You can't expect someone to think about you as much as you do because they have their own life and will. This one letter term urges you to manipulate and control others to your liking. But trust me, it doesn't work. You lose control over the person you are trying to control, as well as tranquility, contentment, and comfort when you try to dominate them. Then, what do you want us to do with this selfish one letter word I? I could hear your voice questioning. Try to stay away from it as much as possible. Avoiding it will lead to selflessness and broader horizons in life, where the needs of the world take precedence over your own selfish aims and desires. You may immediately eliminate the I mindset by serving others. You feel free of all the burdens when you start delivering what you want, and your satisfaction and peace of mind seems endless. You may or may not receive love, respect, care, or anything else when you ask others for it. No one can stop you from loving, respecting, caring for, and doing everything in your power for the betterment of others, and you will definitely experience the satisfaction and tranquility that comes with giving. Whatever you give to others will be returned to you tenfold, because karma is a global law that applies to both good and bad. It could be beneficial or harmful. We must love and know ourselves, but not at the price of those around us. It is vital to provide others with service and compassion. Happiness is mostly controlled by our life's expectations, and if you set unrealistic objectives for yourselves, you will almost certainly fail to achieve them and be unhappy with everything for the rest of your life. As a result of these increased living standards and cultural expectations, depression is on the steady rise, which is terrible. However, just as there are two sides to a coin and two eras of life, there is always another side that, in my opinion, should be heard in order to get the full picture before reaching conclusions. You may feel lost at some point of time in your life if you have the mindset of thinking of others before yourself. If you remember them, they will remember themselves. Then no one will remember you. If you don't look at yourself in this hectic world, no one else will. You may assume that being selfish is acceptable because otherwise everyone will deduct money from your life's account, leaving you with nothing. So, you must make time for yourself at all costs. Otherwise, you will perish. You must be selfish at the times, and the same is true for others. If we keep doing what we are always done, we keep getting what we always gotten. If you ask me, life would be meaningless if there were no expectations, and in order to survive, You must create a balance between outrageous and realistic expectations. It is totally up to you to determine who you will become, as life is always a decision. From now on, whenever this I attitude takes over your life, remember this: when you want something more, you may or may not get it, but you will always be unfulfilled. When you give others something, whether more or less, you will always be satisfied. Like, share, and subscribe us for more updates.